$60,000 a year. That's the number people fight for. The salary that finally feels like turning a corner, like crossing from just surviving to actually living. At $60,000, the stress is supposed to go away. No more ramen. No more checking the account before every grocery run. And honestly, in a lot of ways, it does. But here's what nobody tells you. $60,000 a year and $60,000 in your pocket are two completely different things. I'm Cody, and today I'm breaking down a $60,000 salary, dollar by dollar, so you can see exactly where every single cent goes in 2026. Because the number at the end of this video is going to be smaller than you think. Let's get into it. Let's start with taxes. You earn $60,000 a year, but $60,000 is your gross income, not what actually lands in your bank. The government goes first, always. At $60,000, your federal income tax bracket is 22%, but your effective federal rate, after the standard deduction, is lower, closer to 10 to 12%. Then Social Security takes 6.2%. Medicare takes 1.45%. Add state income tax, 0 in Texas and Florida, up to 13% in California, around 4 to 5% in most states. All in, the average $60,000 earner loses about 24% of their salary to taxes before seeing a single dollar. That's $14,400 gone before your first paycheck hits. You're left with $45,600 a year. That is $3,800 a month. Say that out loud. $3,800 a month. Not $60,000. Rent. At $60,000 a year, you finally have real choices. You're not stuck in a room share anymore. You can sign a lease for your own place. In 2026, the average one-bedroom apartment in the United States runs about $1,400 a month. In major cities, New York, LA, Miami, you're looking at $2,200 to $3,000. But for most $60,000 earners, $1,400 is the realistic number. Solid apartment. Your space, not luxury, but yours. Gone. You now have $2,400 left for everything else. Groceries and food. At $60,000, you eat like a real person. Actual meal prep, the decent produce, maybe delivery once or twice a week. Maybe you actually stop saying no to guacamole, just like that. The average person at this income level spends about $450 a month on food, groceries, coffee, the occasional dinner, nothing extravagant. Gone. You now have $1,950 left. Transportation. Most people at $60,000 are still in a reliable used car, a 2020 or 2021 model maybe. The average used car payment in 2026 is around $350 a month. Car insurance on a decent used vehicle, $150 a month. Gas, $150. That's $650 a month just to get around. You now have $1,300 left. Utilities and bills. Phone, $85. Internet, $60. Electricity, $110. Water, $40. Streaming, $30. Just the basics. That's $325 a month in utilities. You now have $975 left. And we haven't even touched health insurance. $150 to $300 a month if your employer doesn't cover it fully. Student loans. The average payment is around $300 to $350 a month. Credit cards. Clothing. Haircuts. Household supplies. A gym membership. These aren't luxuries. These are just life. Let's be honest about what $60,000 actually means. After all the basics are paid, Most people at this salary have somewhere between $200 and $500 left each month. It's better than 40 or 50,000, but it is not what people picture when they say 60 grand. So where does all the money go? Let me put it in one picture. Taxes take $14,400. Rent takes $16,800. Food takes $5,400. Transportation takes $7,800. Utilities take $3,900. That's $48,300 on just the basics. You have $11,700 left for the entire year. That's $975 a month for savings, health insurance, investing, emergencies, and life. Now here's the comparison that actually tells the truth. At $50,000 a year, most people have around $300 to $400 left each month after the basics. At $60,000, you have $975. You earn $10,000 more per year, but after taxes and the natural cost of living a little better, you only feel about $500 more per month. That's just $19 more per day. $10,000 more in salary, $19 more per day. So what do you actually do about it? 3 moves. Move number 1, treat lifestyle creep like the enemy it is. The biggest trap at 60,000 is spending like you make 80 or 90. Better apartment, nicer car, more dining out, more travel. Every upgrade eats into that $19 daily gain. The people actually building wealth at 60,000 are living like they make 45 and investing the difference. That gap is where wealth is built. Move number 2. Use your retirement account to fight your tax bill. At roughly 24% in taxes, every dollar into a traditional 401k saves you 24 cents immediately. Contribute $8,000 a year and you save nearly $2,000 in taxes, while that money compounds for your future. At 60,000, tax strategy is one of the fastest ways to actually keep more of what you earn. Move number 3. Build your emergency fund before you invest aggressively. At this income, 3 to 6 months of expenses is roughly $10,000 to $15,000. One unexpected bill without that cushion means high-interest credit card debt, and high-interest debt cancels every dollar you're trying to invest. Cushion first, then launch. Here's the bottom line. $60,000 a year in 2026 is real progress, but it is not coast-clear money. After taxes and basic expenses, your real margin is under $1,000 a month. Protect it from lifestyle creep. Use your 401k and build the emergency fund, and $60,000 becomes your foundation. Let it drift to upgrades, and $60,000 becomes the salary you feel stuck at for the next decade. This is not doom. This is clarity. If this video showed you something real about your money, hit subscribe. I'm Cody, and every week I break down exactly where your money goes and what you can actually do about it. Drop your salary in the comments, and I'll tell you what it actually looks like after everything. I read every single one. See you in the next one.